welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw with him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Davis will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They'll try the run.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
On the run, it's Norton. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
The Rainbow Warriors have moved it inside the 20. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He's got it on the move. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Knocked in the air and incomplete as that pressure denies the pass toward the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown.
Check.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 7, Hawaii 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Now on the move. Gets it past the marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line, pave the way for a big first down.
The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Hawaii 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Barfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. On the run, it's Norton. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Isaac. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USF. And they take it in for 6 more points.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barfield. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Davis will throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll signal for a fair catch after that weak punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Hawaii 0.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis looking to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for a crease. It's Norton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more...
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown Bulls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Jesus will throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll toss it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
A lot of room to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Bulls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
At the 31, it's third down.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Brown will throw it. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Lots of running room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't.
Lofts one high and deep. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's the pressure. He'll take another shot here. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
South Florida, 45. Hawaii, 0.
So first down will open up the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Norton. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
From the red zone, it's Norton. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, third down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's White. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Davis will throw. Here's a heat. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And
the fake, and he wants to throw. No, picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Hawaii, 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
After that negative play against a goal line defense, it's really, really tough out in the field to not want to take a shot right now because there is nobody deep on defense. You've got one-on-ones on an island with your wide receivers, and they are begging to have a fade ball thrown their way.
And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So a new set of downs after a big mistake on special teams. Davis looking to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Past the 45. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. Wide open spaces. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you